Well, Barry here, VK2FP. Now, further to my Nano VNA videos, I bought myself a new jumper yesterday, and they didn't take off the theft prevention tag. I thought when I got home I had to use side cutters to get it off. It's quite difficult to get off, and nothing a pair of side cutters won't fix. Anyway, I thought I would test it with the Nano VNA and see what it does. So this is what I did. I got the Nano VNA and I set it for between 5 and 10 megahertz. Initially I set it between 50 kilohertz and 10 megahertz, or actually 1 megahertz, and I didn't have a reading. But then I kept stepping through and used my trusty coil I've got here. Now, I have my theft prevention device. Bit of light there now, so I've put the theft prevention device here and bang. Oh, reflected light. Lo and behold, here we have a dip in the thing. So let's see what frequency she's dipping at. So as I move the cursor, it seems like a fairly high Q resonant circuit. And if we look at that, we're looking at 8.5 megahertz exactly. 8.5 megahertz. So that would be parallel resonance if this were a crystal, and it is quite high Q. At 8.25 megahertz parallel resonance. And the series resonance is 8.750 megahertz, right? So 8.250 megahertz to 8.75 megahertz. Now, as you can see here, the setting I used was SWR. Now, I'll see if I can get some less reflected light on this thing. There we go. And that's the coil that I used on my last video. It's simply about 5 turns on a 40mm former. And as you can see, the dip has disappeared, but as soon as I put it near this device, here we have a very sharp filter. Don't know what I'm going to do with the thing, but it's fairly high Q. So this is a theft prevention device, which they use on clothing and items in stores to prevent theft prevention. So obviously if you want to create a bit of havoc and walk in there with something that transmits on that frequency, an oscillator or whatever, and see how many bells it sets off. So there you have it from Barry, VK2FP. The Nano VNA comes to the rescue again for the theft prevention device. A very sharp resonant circuit, which I'm sure we could use. We could use it for something. I don't know what for, but the Nano VNA exposed its deepest, darkest secret, so that's what's in it. This is VK2FP, AG7VC in Heathcote, and I'll see you all later, and don't forget to like or subscribe if you want. And on behalf of the St George Amateur Radio Club, and I'll catch you later, VK2FP 73.